So you guys want to do calisthenics? Alright, you ask and I give. Let's see who of you is hard enough to learn this. Guys, today 5 exercises, exactly what to do, how to break down so you can finish a muscle up. And I can tell you like this, if you train all those exercises in one session, I can get you to do a muscle up. So watch the whole episode and let's get calisthenic beast modes. Alright guys, first exercise, of course, what is a muscle up? You're pulling yourself up, you're transitioning, and then you're doing a dip to push yourself up. So the first exercise is pull-ups, but not the normal pull-ups where you're focusing on squeezing the back perfectly, where you're going towards your chest. Nah, these pull-ups, guys, is explosive, powerful. You pull as hard as you can and you're trying to come with the bar to the abs. So you are exploding, and it's okay for you guys to kick with the legs. If you need, you kick with the legs, because now we are not focusing on control. We are focusing on the opposite, on explosion. You want to fly so fast that you almost come over the bar automatically without the transitioning. So pull as hard as you can and continue pulling through to come to the abs. And this is how it looks in action, guys. And trust me, this not only will help you to learn a muscle up, even if you don't give a fuck about the muscle up, this will train your back double amount as a normal pull-ups, because you do a pull-up and you continuing to the abs. This is some mad level shit, guys. So this is how it looks in action. So you can see me, I'm kicking with the legs. So I'm pulling as hard as I can with my hands. And I'm also exploding a little bit with a kick with the legs to help me come even higher up. Trust me guys, even if you don't want to learn a muscle up, learn this. First of all, you'll train explosivity like crazy. Second of all, everybody in the gym will ask you what the fuck and how the fuck are you doing. So that's the first one, guys. We got 4 to go. But first, like, subscribe, share, and put the notification on, guys. We went up by 12%. What is this 12%? Scandalous since I asked last time. We need to be on 100%. Either you are all in or you're all out. Let's roll. All right, guys. Next exercise is a calisthenic way of doing a lat pull down, and that's a crucial exercise for your muscle up. Why? Because when you're doing a muscle up, you are not pulling yourself strictly close to the body. You are actually leaning back from the bar and you're pulling with extended hands and then coming up in the muscle up. So that means you have to actually be doing a lat pull down. And this exercise, like I said, if you want to learn muscle up or no, this is the calisthenics way to get a full back session in. The muscle up is just a byproduct of you smashing your body weight training when it comes to your back. So very simple, what you want to be thinking about, you grab onto the bar, you have to lock your elbows out totally. And now tense your core, and especially power position. You need to be tense like this. If you're doing it like this, you're losing the whole connection, you're losing the whole momentum. You are not going to be better in anything after that, because this position should not exist for a man. So you have to be in a power position, and then you are just lifting. Now, if you don't have the strength, you can be doing it in momentum. That means, I will show you how it looks, but that means that you first start with a small swing, and then you get your body moving a little bit, and then you just tense. And then you move it with momentum and tense. So this is how it looks when you do it with momentum. Start swinging, move back, move back, move back. Now this movement, every single one of you can do, because you saw my feet weren't coming too high up. So when the feet are in this position, this is quite easy. Everybody can do this. Now, if you want to do it properly, how it should actually look when you have the full strength and capability to do a lat pull down in calisthenics way with your own body weight, this is how it should be looking. Your feet should finish totally straight out. Now you see guys, this requires much more tension, much more control. So of course it's a better exercise. But remember, if you can't do the full exercise, do a part of it. It will lead to you being able to eventually do the full one. So don't skip this. Well done boys. 2 down, 3 to go. Let's roll. All right guys, and the third exercise that you have to learn to finish off a muscle up is a bar dips. I know that you've been doing dips in dip station, but the hand positioning is totally different. The starting point is totally different. The different muscle parts that are working are quite different. They are not totally, but quite different. So this, I wouldn't do this if you don't want to learn a muscle up. Then just keep on doing your dips. But if you want to learn a muscle up, this is crucial. So this is also a scary part because you have to jump up and now take yourself down as deep as possible. Try to take yourself down all the way to your chest, just beneath your chest, and then squeeze up. Why do you have to take yourself so far down? Because in beginning, in a muscle up, now if you have good power, you coming out with the bar around your abs and transitioning and just pushing up the last bit. But for you guys that are just starting out, you maybe just come up and the chest is hanging over the bar and you have to have the strength to push yourself up. Later on when you're getting stronger muscle up, you won't be needing this, but in beginning, you will. So, a bar dip, very simple. Grab the hands on quite tight like you're doing for a muscle up. Nobody doing muscle up like this, right? So, hands quite tight and hang up, come down as deep as you can. Push up. Up. Now, there's not so much to think about here. Everything you have to think about, you will feel when you're doing this. Keep your core tensed, keep your legs slightly tensed, arms squeezed, hands gripping the bar. But these things will happen automatically because believe me, your body knows better what it has to do than you. So let the body do its thing. Your body will be scared to fall off, so it will keep tension. But core tight, of course, it helps. So well done, boys. And now the last exercise is the technical one. How do you learn to actually do that transition? Because that transition is a 1 millisecond explosion. So keep watching to the end, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, the fourth exercise. You have to learn the transitioning. And now for that, you will need rings. And if you're trying to learn a muscle up, you should be in a gym that has rings, or if it doesn't, you should have your own rings. So if you don't have these, guys, go into Amazon and buy them directly because this will be a great tool. And I will be doing another episode, what to think about to learn how to do ring muscle up. Now, ring muscle up is harder strength-wise because you need more stabilization, but it's easier in another strength-wise because you don't have to pull yourself so high up. But still, the bar muscle up is safer to learn before you learn the rings. So start with this episode and I will be dropping another one soon. Now, how do you train the transitioning? You have to get explosive from the hips. I know you're thinking now, what does the hips have to do with muscle up? But it's the hips that are exploding. So you are actually doing a hip thrust. Bam! That makes your body explode forward and land over the bar. So you see, guys, all of these old school exercises, hip thrusts, squat, pull-ups, dead rows and so on, they have a function in any exercise you want to be doing. So trust me, old school is the right school. Now guys, how do you do this? You lay down. And this is a simple exercise, not much strength, it's just a technical exercise. So you're laying down fully and your back has to be fully on the floor. So the height you have to put on the rings is as much as your hands allow you with your back on the floor. You don't want to have your back elevated off the floor. So back fully on the floor, hands extended. And now you are lifting your legs up and you are going to be kicking down as hard as possible. But this is not how the exercise is going to look, but this is the idea. So you have to understand, lifting up and kicking down as hard as possible. So if you feel that you have a problem doing this exercise, just do this part of this exercise a couple of times and you will get into a rhythm of exploding from your legs, hips, using that power as momentum. So legs up, bam, kick down. Legs up, bam, kick down. So that is the portion. Now how does the full look? You're going to kick up, and when you are kicking down, you are also pulling yourself with the hands to come up in a muscle up. And this is how it looks, guys. So now, if you do it correctly, your legs should be going so fast, your hips should explode so powerful, your hands are doing nothing for the body. Your body just bumps, suddenly landing in the correct position. I'll show you a couple of reps so you can see how it looks in action. You get the idea, guys? Trust me, start doing these exercises, and if you focus fully, if give everything that you got, I guarantee you should be able to do a muscle up the first day you try. All right, and the fifth exercise, guys, a bonus exercise. First, like, share, subscribe, share this channel, drop your comments, and put the notification on. All right, guys, one more exercise to go. All right, guys, I promise you a fifth exercise that will be a bonus exercise. Now, this isn't directly related to the muscle up, but it is. Why? Because you're still doing the same thing with your legs. But this exercise in general is a cool exercise to learn. It trains your explosivity, and a huge thing that it does, it trains your fear. Because trust me, a muscle up is as much physical limitation as mental limitation, because it's a scary ass movement. You are coming over a bar without control. So believe me, a lot of you guys haven't been able to do a muscle up just because you have never decided that I'm fucking doing a muscle up. Because I guarantee you, if your life would be hanging on it, you would be doing a muscle up to get yourself back up from whatever you fall down from. So trust me guys, it's a lot of mental blockage, and this exercise takes that away. Simple. Laying down, your hands coming behind your head. Hands coming behind your head. So you will be pushing off of your hands. And now, legs up, and you kicking in the same way. You're kicking exactly in the same way as you were doing with the rings. But when your legs already start being pointed downwards, you are pushing from the hands. So you explode up and you land up on your feet. And this is how it looks in action, boys. Ta-da! Simple as hell, right? So now I just made you a ninja also. Alright guys, let me know if you like this calisthenics episode, if you want to see more of calisthenics and what on calisthenics you want to see. I got all the ammo guys, you just tell me what war you are fighting. Share the channel, put notification on. Let's build, man.